Hello and good morning. Today I'm going to Jönköping, situated on the southern tip of the lake Vättern, and it's between Stockholm and Gothenburg. There I'm going to take photos of the central station. It's designed by Carl Nyrén back in the 80s, and it was there is an add-on from the early 2001, I think, by Sweco. And I'm going to tell you about the times when I crashed drones. It's not very funny, but I crashed 3 drones, one into a lake, and one into a facade, and one into a tree. I'll get back to that. So we're going to have a look at that, and also I think we're going to make a try with the drones, make some drone footage today, because I think there's going to be really nice view from the lake. We'll see about that. We're approaching Jönköping right now. So I've been walking around this central station now a few times, maybe 2 hours. I think it's time to bring out the drone. And I'm also going to tell you and show you some footage when I crashed a few drones back in the day. But I hope we won't crash today. But one thing about drones is in Sweden you have to be really careful with where you are, if you're close to an airfield or a military sort of area or other secret things, which means you have to send all your footage. You have to send all the footage into Lantmäteriet. This is what it's called. And they have to give approval if you want to publish it anywhere, if you want to show it to the public. So that can take a while because they're not very fast, and I think a lot of people are sending in their footage to them. So it's been a little bit more than an hour and a half almost, that I tried to pack the drone and get out to fly, but the weather changed and it's been cloudy. So now I see a big hole in the sky that I'm going to take advantage of, and going to pack the drone up again and make another try. Okay, so in this area I'm allowed to fly up to 50 meters. You have to check that on a map. There's this special drone map, and the rules are the same actually in all of Europe, I think. So if you learn the rules in Sweden or in other European countries, it's the same. You have to look at the map and see how high you can go, or if you can go. But here it is. Let's take off, because now the sun is out. Okay. So I was hoping for the sun to reach this northern facade, but unfortunately, as you may see behind me, there is a bit of a thin cloud in the way of the sun. But the light is beautiful, so maybe if I get the sun and the clouds in the background, it's going to be a nice photo, I think. But the sun doesn't directly hit these northern facades towards the lake. Here's the lake Vättern, as you see behind me. Set the focus. And maybe I should have some more flowers in the foreground. That's really nice. Okay, we're all level, fixed, and let's take the shot. Boom. So now we'll just wait for just a little bit longer, because now it's really beautiful, but it's gonna get even better, I think, when the sun has set and you can see the interior light even more, and it blends beautifully with the sky behind. So we'll have a look at that in just a bit. The sun is setting right this minute. It's 18 minutes to 9, and it's beautiful. It's still a bit cloudy over there to the right, but the light is still very good anyway. So our station house, as you can see, the warm light from inside is really nice with the sky behind it. It's just perfect. So I'm going to take the last few shots for the day. It's been a long day, as it has been on this trip, but it's worth it. Photography is a waiting game, and you have to wait for the right light all the time, or you have to wait for the clouds, or you have to wait for whatever. Waiting, waiting, waiting. So here's a spot. You can see the Jönköping sign, and you can see the station with the 3 windows. And here we go. Okay, so that's it for today from Jönköping. So goodbye, good night, bye. So, and now I'm going to tell you about the times when I crashed a drone. It was, the first one was in Woodland Cemetery right next to where I live. And it was, I was trying to follow a tree line, but I didn't succeed, so I just crashed into a tree. The drone wasn't actually that hurt, it just bounced off the tree and it crashed on the ground. The second time was in Uppsala. I was trying to film a long bench and a facade in Uppsala. And in Uppsala, you have to be in contact with the flight tower to get approval for every liftoff. So they were going to call me when I could fly more than 10 meters above the ground. And they called me when I was up really close to that facade. And that time I had my phone as a controller. So I took the phone to my ear and I sort of managed to fly the drone into the facade, and it just crashed on the ground. And I just said, I don't need to fly anymore because the drone just crashed. Bye bye. The next time was in the suburbs of Stockholm. I was helping a friend, Harald Björk, to make a music video for his latest song. And the drone took off, and I flew it along these houses in the fog. It was really beautiful. When the battery almost died, it wanted to return home really fast, so it just flew straight up into a tree and crashed on the ground. So, and the fourth time I crashed a drone, it was also for Harald Björk and a video production for him. A very foggy morning on a lake. And the same thing happened there. The drone thought it had no more battery. So right when I was about to land on the stone, on the cliff, on the shore, the drone just thought, oh, I'm gonna go fly to my return to home location, sort of. So it just bounced off up into a tree, down on the cliff, and rolled into the lake, in the water. So that drone is now completely dead. So that's 4 crashes I've done. 2 drones died because of it, and twice they survived.